Hi, I'm Ron with Amazing Mile Marker Stops. Come along with us as we look for amazing places for you to visit. Well, after we saw the dock at the hospital the other day, it just kept bugging me. Can we pull a boat up to that dock? And because if so, I mean, that's a valuable resource for us to have, is a hospital we can actually just pull up to and not have to find other transportation. So there's only one way to find out. We're gonna go try it. We may get stuck or we may find out you can pull your boat up there. But either way, we'll know the answer and we'll let you know.
It's hot up here.
All right, it should be back, but if you get clear of all this, you're out in the channel, don't turn left, turn right, even though he'll tell you to turn left.
Okay. How fast you want me to go?
You're doing it.
All right.
All right, we're coming up on the last red marker before we turn to go to the hospital dock. We can see it right there. It's red marker 16. We've got 7.5 feet underneath us. We're gonna make our turn and see if we can make the dock without running aground. Yeah, they've got some red markers directing us to their dock. So we'll see what we can do.
There's places past us too.
Up to 4 feet, 3 feet.
Probably better to anchor out here and dinghy over 1 foot.
Up the mud.
He's not coming here.
Alright, so that's a no-go.
So it looks like you can't go to the hospital dock if you have, what do we have, 3.9 or 3.8 or something?
My bowels are around.
Oh, right here it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I don't know.
So there's a very narrow channel here that gives you, we got 7 foot below the keel. So I don't know if you would even want to anchor here and dinghy over, but there might be a spot close by.
We've talked about eventually making our mid-deck into a little living area with some chairs and stuff once we get our rail put up around the mid-deck. But we just haven't gotten there yet because of other projects. But the sun is just glaring straight into the flybridge right now, and we want to eat out here where it's cool because of the breeze. It's hot inside the boat. But up on the flybridge, the sun is glaring right at us, and that makes it hot too. So we decided to come eat on the mid-deck. That's our very first time ever since we've owned Elixir that we're having a meal on the mid-deck. So kind of cool. Gives us an idea of what it'll be like when we get it fixed up. It's early in the morning. Sun just came up. and we got up before dark, got everything ready, and as soon as the daylight broke, we got underway. And the reason is because we've got a long day ahead of us, about 9-hour trip. The winds are supposed to kick up tonight out of the south, and every anchorage I could find between where we were at and where we're gonna be going was exposed to southerly winds, of course. So it would have made for a very rough night tonight if we stopped anywhere in our normal cruising range for a day. And so we made the decision to just make a long day of it and get around a point to where we could anchor where we're protected from the southerly winds, and that way we'll have a peaceful night. And so we're underway, and it's going to be a nice long day, and hopefully it will be a nice one. Coming up on a lighthouse out in the middle of the water, which is kind of cool. But I've looked on both Google and Active Captain. I can't find what the name of it is, so I'm going to try to research that later when I'm not bouncing around out in the water here. But don't know if it's still in use. It's daytime. I don't see any light emitting from it, but that doesn't mean at night it doesn't fire up. But it's out miles from any land. It's just sitting out here. So we're gonna make a pass. I'm in 20 foot of water, so I think I can get fairly close to it, get some video of it, but I'm trying to find out what the name of it is. If any of y'all know the name of this lighthouse, let me know in the comments down below. It looks like once upon a time maybe the lighthouse keeper stayed there. There's a lot of windows on that lighthouse, but I don't think it's in use anymore. The door is wide open. And it's pretty rusty, so I don't think it's been used for a while. I gotta show you this because it's kind of funny. Marie and I have been trying to figure out how to get mirrors rigged up on the fly bridge. Not with much success yet. We're still working on it. And the reason is because you have to keep looking behind to see if anybody's coming up behind you. And just about the time you forget to look, that's when somebody sneaks up on you. And even out here on the Chesapeake Bay, where we can see for miles and miles and miles, I just turned around to go down, change out the batteries on all the cameras because they're starting to die. And that guy snuck up on me. Out in all this, you can see all the way to the horizon, and he is big, and yet he still snuck up on me. Go figure that one out. Now I'm going to have to go compute our trajectory and make sure we're not intersecting with him. So it looks like we're getting closer. Well, we started out the day with pretty choppy waters. If you looked it up online, all the apps that we have all said it was like 1-foot swells. But I'm looking out the front of the boat and I'm seeing from the bottom of the swell to the top of the swells at least 4 foot. But luckily we were going into it, so it wasn't too bad. It was just a lot of pitching up and down. But that's a lot more comfortable than rolling side to side. So it wasn't too bad. But it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point, and the seas have finally calmed down. As predicted, I knew when I left this morning it'd be windy in the morning, and then it would calm down in the afternoon while the wind shifted around to the south. The winds were out of the north this morning, or northwest, and it's calmed down now. They're going to shift around, and by tonight they're going to come in strong from the south, and that's why we need to get somewhere with southerly protection. But they're pretty smooth right now. It looks real nice out there. It's a nice smooth ride. Enjoying it. Marie's down below at the moment doing who knows what, and we've got 3 hours left on our trip.
Visit amazing mile marker stops.